Hey, what's happening, guys? We're in the park today, getting some sun. So today's topic is going to be about the Forbidden Laws of Success, number 3. Another topic from my new book, The Forbidden Laws of Success. Rule number 3 is it's always impossible until it's done. And this was a quote by Nelson Mandela. And basically, all it means is the learning curve of something is going to be high, especially if you've never done it before. So, let's say if you want to build a house, the learning curve is going to be supremely high, and it's going to seem nearly impossible when you start with a plot of raw vacant land until you're done and you have a completed house. I saw this with my own life in 2017 when I bought 5 acres of undeveloped land in Joshua Tree, California. And it seemed daunting and impossible. Just one man and some tools and the land and Mother Nature as a guide. Nobody had done it before me in my life who I'd known of. And so I had no compass, no orientation to guide me. Yet I did it. And throughout the process, from demolishing the old homesteader cabin that was there so I could get to the foundation to build on, I'd never done that before, to, building with concrete blocks and parging with surface bonding cement, which is stucco with fiberglass particles in it, provides good tensile strength, and thatching to the inside and outside skin of the concrete block, from mixing grout and fitting the rebar and embedding the rebar in the foundation, to properly pitching a skillion shed roof and sheathing it and hammer tacking down the building felt and applying the metal roof. I mean, I'd never done anything like that before. It was something that was totally new to me, and because of that, you're dealing with quite a steep learning curve. So it's always impossible till it's done. It really just means that the daunting aspect is, of course, the physical work in this application. But really what it is, it's the mental hurdle of the little demon in your head, the antithesis of your conscience, the little thought bubble that says, do you really think you can do this? Who the hell do you think you are, you fucking bum? You can't do this, right? That little demon in your head. And it's funny, to the Greeks, daemon, D-A-I-M-O-N, daemon was the higher self. So you got the daemon on one shoulder, your conscience and your inner higher self, and your demon, the antithesis, on the other shoulder. So what you really have to do is make a synthesis out of that thesis and antithesis, right? So you incorporate both your inner higher self and that little demon on your shoulder, because sometimes the demon's right. Sometimes when he says, hey man, what the fuck are you doing? Sometimes he's right. But most of the time he's not. And so, Nelson Mandela's quote, as a man who was imprisoned supposedly for 27 years in South Africa, I think he knows what he's talking about, And perhaps that's a logical fallacy, appealing to authority, a ad verecundium logical fallacy. That's okay. If I were in prison for 27 years, then you better goddamn listen to what I have to say too, That's a long time. So, impossibility. It always starts as impossibility in your mind. Then it moves to a gradient above, improbability. Then it turns into probability. Then it turns into it's getting done. Then it turns into the penultimate, it's almost done. Then it turns into quintessence, it's done. And when you start from a position of impossibility and you move incrementally to the point where something's done and completed, there's no better feeling in the world. Moving on, I wrote The Forbidden Laws of Success to give you guys the contact high of that feeling from a man who's built his own house, from a man who's written his own books, from a man who's written his own music, from a man who started from nothing and created his own businesses to retire at the age of 29, to never ever have to work again. This shit is real. And, what vouches for me is the manner in which I speak, the game I chop off to you and package and give to you in nice slices that shows you down a little bit at a time, and you ingest that game, and you ingest that knowledge, and eventually the nutrition accumulates and agglutinates and it builds up until you can use that knowledge to free yourself. So essentially, with the Forbidden Laws of Success, first book in the series, I'm offering you a guide to escaping slavery, a guide how to be a runaway slave, and how to get away from the tethers and the fetters and the chains and the lead handcuffs, the slavery you know that's slavery, and the golden handcuffs, the slavery that doesn't look like slavery prima facie at first blush. So guys, when I talk to you, you can feel the vigor, the strength, the knowledge, the know-how in my voice, because I feel like Moses calling down from the mountaintop with the Decalogue, with the 10 Commandments, and I still got ash on my face from dealing with the Most High, chopping up the game to me, the biggest homie, And really that's what it comes down to, is this is oral transmission and written transmission of the mechanics, the abstruse mechanics, reified, made into concrete reality of how things really work in the real world. The stuff you're not going to learn in business class from your faggoty ass professor who's never worked with his hands in his life, who's never started a business. How are they going to teach you anything? My teachings, while I'm not a ghetto scholar because I was not born in the ghetto, I consider myself as something akin to that, because what I'm giving you is hard won from experiential praxis, from what they call heuristics, which is trial and error, rule of thumb learning, right? Which very few people want to do nowadays, because it implies that you're going to start with failure. But if you keep on trucking, you're going to end with success. So guys, that's what I got for you today. I'm going to keep it short and simple. Just give you a little hit of motivation and inspiration. Give you that golden amulet every time when you check out one of my videos. That's going to put a spark under your ass. It's going to give you that vision, that inspiration, that inoculation against negativity. That's what I do when I chop up the game and give it to you. So my friends, my adversaries, my curiosity seekers, my lovers, I just want to let you guys know, please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. I'm coming at you every day, every other day, to keep myself fresh in your noggin. Next thing is, if you feel so inclined, and I'd appreciate it if you'd like to donate to my channel, the information to do that is in the description box of this video. Also in the description box is the open invite to my Discord server, where we got about 135 people right now chopping it up and helping each other out, and we're chugging along with breaking off game and knowledge for each other. Then, after that, if you want to pick up my ebook PDF copy of the Forbidden Laws of Success, it's top shelf, primo information. That's really going to get you moving in regard to all the previous information I told you in this video. You can join the Discord server and DM me over there, or you can email me at thesoftspokenshaman@gmail.com. The book is $95, 95 bones. Well worth it if you're intellectual enough to understand what a real asset is. So if you want junk, go to Barnes & Noble. If you want infotainment, go to Alex Jones. He'll spoon feed you some more shit, some more slop that goes to the pigs. But if you're not porcine, if you're human, and you want an asset that's going to logarithmically, exponentially cause you to get off the fence and to make something of your life, this is the book for you. And I vouch for it 100%. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.